Either you give us Greenland, or I'll destroy your economy. These words do not belong to a dictator or a terrorist organization leader. They were spoken by Trump, the world's greatest defender of democracy, to his staunch ally, Denmark. Trump essentially dropped a live grenade on the diplomatic table yesterday, shocking the entire world. Remember, just a few days ago, he dragged Venezuelan leader Maduro out of his bedroom and paraded him through the streets of New York as if mocking him, then challenged his successor, saying, "I'll take you too, but the price will be heavier." Now his target is not Colombia, Mexico, Cuba, or Iran, but a direct NATO ally. By setting his sights on Greenland, saying, "I'm the king here," Trump actually wants not just a huge ice mass, but the world's new energy and trade routes, the key to the future. This is not a simple property issue. It is the harshest and most dangerous move in Trump's new world order, driven by his mess with us, and you'll be sorry mentality. NATO countries are in a panic because Trump is no longer trying to persuade his allies. He is openly forcing them into line with the market, sanctions, and the threat of economic destruction.
So why now? And why Greenland? When you look at the map, you see a vast ice desert inhabited by only 50,000 people, but the reality is quite different. As climate change causes the ice to retreat, new sea routes are emerging that connect Asia and Europe and are thousands of kilometers shorter than the Suez Canal. Greenland is at the very heart of these new trade routes, the most critical gateway to the North Pole. But it's not just about the route. Beneath this massive ice mass lie rare earth elements, the backbone of modern technology. These minerals, vital for everything from electric vehicles to missile systems, chips to radars, are currently under China's control, and the US sees Greenland as the only option to break this dependency. The military dimension is even more frightening. The Thule Air Base here hosts ballistic missile systems that would be the first to detect a nuclear attack from Russia. In other words, Trump wants this place not just as a piece of land, but as both an economic and military stronghold. In Trump's own words, with Russian and Chinese ships everywhere, America's failure to establish full control there has now become a matter of national security. Well, you might say, isn't America already there? Yes, but Trump doesn't just want to be there. He wants full political control. What's truly frightening is this. What can you do if the threat comes not from an enemy, but from your ally itself? NATO's entire architecture was designed against external threats, such as Russia or China. But the system grinds to a halt when pressure comes from within, because NATO was built not to constrain America, but to accept its leadership. The chain of command is US-centric. The nuclear umbrella belongs to the US, and the US has a de facto veto power over every decision. So technically, NATO can protect its allies from the world, but it cannot protect them from the US. Trump's threat to Denmark, "Either you give me Greenland, or I'll ruin your economy," exposes this massive blind spot. This is not a military attack, so it does not trigger the famous Article 5. It is an economic destruction operation targeting civilian welfare directly, and NATO has no defense reflex against such a scenario. America no longer inspires confidence in its allies. It treats them like customers. I protect you, so I make the rules. In conclusion, what we see today is not merely an attempt to buy an island, it is the global funeral of the concept of alliance. For years, Europe viewed defense as costly and risky, delegating its security to America in exchange for prosperity. But Trump now sees this relationship not as a partnership, but as a simple cost-benefit calculation. If I provide your security, I decide what you own, he says. Great collapses in history usually begin not with a lock on the door one morning, but with the hollowing out of institutions. That is why the Greenland issue is symbolic. What is being discussed here is not glaciers, but how much sovereignty is for sale. America no longer wastes time persuading its allies. It brings them directly into line. And worse still, there appears to be neither the power nor the will to stand against this madness. When Trump plants the American flag on that giant ice mass tomorrow, he won't just be gaining a piece of land. He will be officially throwing all the rules of the old world into the trash. So where do you think America's "you're either with me or against me" strategy will lead the world? Will Denmark really bow down, or will we see unexpected resistance from Europe? I look forward to your comments below. See you tomorrow. Take care.